What's the conversation like among current players when you hear about and talk about Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah, I mean, it's happened very quickly, but he's in that greatest of all time conversation already. I think people look at what he does. We've never seen it before. Everybody wants to know what his next move's going to be. It's just intrigue city. We're on the iPads in the dugout tracking his at-bats, and that's not even our own game. So everybody needs to watch him.
Yeah, wild to do. Like, obviously, it's different for us as fans to watch what he does, but you as a player looking at this guy, the way that he dominates both on the mound and in the batter's box, I mean, that's got to be something. When players, his peers are looking at him like, whoa, that is saying something right there. All right, JJ, how can the Mets lure Ohtani away from the West Coast?
I think you guys are going to like this. I think you're going to like it because you're going to be telling a bunch of teams this. Show me the money. Simple as that. I think that's how the New York Mets can go and find themselves in a position where Shohei Ohtani is coming to town. Look, we know he's partial to being out on the West Coast because you go back to when Shohei Ohtani was first a free agent. The New York Yankees were head over heels. They wanted him in the absolute worst way, and Shohei Ohtani wanted nothing to do with coming to the East Coast. He ends up signing with the Anaheim Angels, and we know the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants are going to have significant interest. So to me, if the Mets are going to end up with Shohei Ohtani, it's pretty simple, Sal. Steve Cohen's got the most amount of money to spend. He's got to make it worth Shohei Ohtani's while, especially, you know, the Dodgers, after not spending a whole lot of money last year, the idea that they're kind of clearing the deck a little bit, might say goodbye to J.D. Martinez. Perfect opportunity for them to go all in on Shohei. So if you're a Met fan and you want Ohtani, you're going to have to be the highest bidder, and I think by a significant amount.
Yeah, I would assume it starts with that. And Adam, I know each individual is different, but is it always about the money? What would it take for a guy like Ohtani to be lured away? What would it take for you to be lured away from maybe your comfort zone?
I'm a little easier of a case. I think, guys, yeah, sometimes more money does talk. But in Ohtani's case, money is not a problem. He's making like $50 million a year off the field. He's always going to have money. I think for him, it's really about comfort and fit. It's really that simple in my mind. He's just going to pick the place that he wants to play baseball and where he wants to live every day.
Britt, what was the industry chatter about Ohtani at the GM meetings?
Well, guys, it dominated most of the GM meetings. Obviously, starting off the meetings with the stunning development that Craig Counsell was going to manage the Chicago Cubs was a huge part of these meetings as well. But outside of will he or won't he, in terms of A.J. Preller trading Juan Soto, all anyone wants to talk about is how epic of a winter this is going to be, that we have never seen a free agent like Ohtani. And so we are going to see a ton of rumors, a ton of people just throwing stuff against the wall. Every single move that Shohei Ohtani and his agent make is going to be analyzed to the nth degree. And right now, we don't know much of anything. All we know is that every team would love to have him. As many as maybe a dozen teams, maybe at least in the preliminary stages for his services. But this is something that's going to dictate the entire hot stove. I don't think much is going to happen until we find out, especially on the position player front, where Ohtani is headed.